I'm Jess Harcourt. I've studied AATs level 2, 3 and 4. I'm currently studying ACCA. My job title is Management Accountant and I work for Fearless Adventures. Just fell into it. I didn't really have a plan when I left school. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So I went and got a job, an apprenticeship, coaching football, and from there I started doing business administration, and then from then I went on to join a finance team and start studying while I was working. Wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to study, so for me going to do A-levels and then go on to uni, I couldn't nail it down as to exactly what I wanted to do, so I went and got a job and then they offered to pay for the courses while I was working. So for me to be debt-free and not having to fund it myself was perfect. I also wanted to be earning while I was working, so doing an apprenticeship was the easiest thing for me. So it's hard work. Studying a part-time course and working full-time hours is a lot of hours. I started off just in a finance team as an admin assistant, just doing very basic processing invoices and that kind of thing. But because I was learning and studying while I was working, it helped me to pick things up a lot easier, because I would learn something in the classroom and then be able to go and put that into practice straight away, so it wasn't just theory that I was learning. So it's long hours and it was hard work, but I also felt that it sped up my learning as well. And if there was something that I was studying that I wasn't sure about or had not tried in the office, then I could put that into practice and my manager would show me how we would do that in the company. AAT is split into 3 levels, level 2, level 3, level 4. Each level gets a little bit harder, but all the subjects are broken down, so that it's not just one big exam at the end, it's all separate. So there's, for example, bookkeeping transactions, there's cost control and that kind of thing. It's all split into different sections, and then there's an exam at the end of every subject. The same with ACCA, it's all split into different sections. So because I did AAT first, I've had some exemptions, so I didn't have to do all the ACCA exams, but it's all split into different sections, and then at the end you can choose 2 optional ones as well. So I've chosen to do advanced financial management and advanced performance management, but you can narrow it down further and do things like audit or tax and that kind of thing as well. The challenges are working with people that don't always understand finance and numbers. So it's my job to interpret what those numbers mean. So just because we've made a profit or we've spent a bit too much on overheads, I can't just say we've spent too much or we've made a profit or we've made a loss. I need to explain that and interpret that to people that aren't necessarily finance professionals. So the qualities that are important to be a management accountant, you've got to be super organised. It's my job to make sure that we hit the deadlines at the end of the month. So if I'm waiting for information from people, then I need to chase that up, or I need to provide the information myself. You've got to be really friendly, but also be able to communicate really well and really clearly. So again, interpreting numbers can be difficult. You get taught how to do all that in the courses that you study, but it's about personal skills as well, and being able to understand when someone isn't understanding what you're saying and then finding a different way to explain it. Career progression wise, I'm waiting to see if I've passed my exam. If I've not passed my exam, then I need to resit that, but if I have, then I'll be a chartered accountant. Potentially one day I'd quite like to own my own business, which I can do with the AAT qualifications that I've got. I'm already qualified enough to do that. Potentially I'd like to work for a charity and do some like not-for-profit organisations as well, because I think that'd be really rewarding. I think the best advice that I can give is if you're working in a finance team or for any business, it's really important to understand not just your job but how everybody else interacts and integrates with the goals of the company. So just because you're in a finance team doesn't mean that you should just stick within your little bubble. You need to go and speak to other people, understand what they do and how you both affect one another's jobs, and I think that gives you a really good understanding of how everybody needs to work together. Keep learning and developing. The biggest thing for me is since starting in accountancy, even just in the last 8 years, the software and the skills that you need to adapt and change to the digital environment is really, really important. There's constantly new things coming out, so you've got to keep up to date and keep learning and developing. Just because you've done something a certain way doesn't always mean that's the best way to do it, so that's the biggest thing for me.